Hello.
Hello! Last time we were doing the granny square, we did the whole process and we put the pattern online on our blog, and we promised that this week we talk about how to join them. A lot of people just sew them together. They stitch them together with yarn. As you can see, this one here has been done that way.
Something I did when I was a kid.
And basically,
and I was just stitching them together.
Yeah, and you can see here the way they have been stitched together. And most people will do it that way. But we have, tried this a few times, and we've come to a conclusion that if you're doing a beautiful granny square throw and you're spending a lot of time doing the crochet, why not do a beautiful joining and actually make that part of the decor?
So we do it like this.
So we do it like this, as you can see here. The red part here is also a crochet, and this is how they have been joined. Now, the cool thing about this is that when you have all these different colors, they're all crazy colors, they're all different, by actually using a wide crochet technique to join them together, you actually get a little bit more order. So when you see this very colorful crochet throw, you still think kind of that it's actually a red throw, because you're seeing the granny squares, but you're seeing all this red that is crisscrossing, going back and forth. So you kind of get the idea that this is the red throw. If you would have joined this using black yarn instead, it would have looked more like a black throw.
So, and it's also more, what you call it, it's stretch more?
It's stretchable, it's more flexible,
like
and more durable.
When you do this, it gets more tight.
Yeah.
So we will show you how to do it.
We will, yes.
So we're gonna join.
As usual, when we do the crochet, I'm gonna be translating Arne's.
As usual, I have problems with the crochet language.
But we'll get there eventually.
So we haven't sewn the tails yet, but I will show you how we do it. So we start in one of the corners.
Okay.
And with one fastmaske.
A single crochet in America is a double crochet in the UK, and it's a fastmaske.
Okay,
in
so
Norwegian.
fastmaske in the corner.
Yes.
And
Single
then
crochet in the corner in American.
a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Then you go
Perfect.
back to the same place around the same corner.
Yes.
And do one more single crochet.
So another fastmaske.
Another fastmaske.
Another single crochet or double crochet if you're in the UK.
Then you go to the space between number 1 and 2 in the chain, in the group of chains.
In the outer square.
And you do fastmaske.
So you do a single crochet.
You go to the next place between number 2 and 3 in the group of trebles, and you do another chain, fastmaske.
Single crochet.
Single crochet. And then you do a chain of 3 again, and you go back between number 2 and 3.
And do a what?
And do a single crochet.
Yes.
And then you go to the place between number 3 and 4, because we have 4 trebles in a group, and you do another fastmaske.
Single crochet.
Single crochet.
Come on.
Then you go to the 2 chain stitches between 2 groups of trebles, and you do a single crochet and a chain of 3. You go back to the same place and do another single crochet.
So basically what you're doing is you're doing single crochets.
You do
and
single
chain
crochet
stitches.
and chains
All the way.
all the way on
Along
the
one of the
first
sides.
square.
Yeah. Okay.
Just continue like
So
that.
there's nothing else to it, is there?
There's nothing else to it. You
Okay,
just go on
so
crocheting until you're to the edge of that first square.
Yeah. And
Or if you go to the edge of the first line of squares. Because when you crochet this together, you can crochet, like I'm showing now, on 2 and 2 on top of each other. So you get the length or the width of the blanket.
Yeah.
So.
And as you know, Arne is pretty quick, so he's actually already more than halfway through.
I just had to go to the other way corner just to show you how to put the next one
Yeah.
together with the first one.
And as you can see, since we're crocheting with, or since he's crocheting with gray, this
will
would
be
probably
the
be the
gray
gray
one.
blanket. And Freya wanted to join in today.
As long as you don't eat the yarn, it's fine. Now I am almost to the next corner.
Okay.
So 1 single crochet and 3 chain stitches and 1 single crochet between number 2 and 3 in the group. 1 single crochet between number 3 and 4, and then I go to the next corner and make 1 single crochet.
Or a double crochet if you're in the UK.
So then I made the first
side, yeah.
And then I can go over to number 2, and then I crochet the number 2 together
Yeah.
with the first one. Now I go to the next.
Yeah, so you go to the next one, yes?
So I made the
Single crochet.
single crochet,
which in the UK is a double crochet.
and the chain, and
Yes.
1 stop.
The stop in English, in American English, that's the double crochet, which in the UK is the treble. So now you're doing the double crochet, which is going to shape the kind of the arch that will be going in between.
So now I go, and then I do 1 single crochet, 1 chain, 1 stop,
The double crochet.
1 double crochet around the same chain. Then you do 1 chain.
Yes.
You go to the other corner and you do 1 single crochet.
Yes.
Then you do another chain. Then you go back to the other corner, which was the chain and the double crochet, and you do 1 crochet in that hole around that kind of chain. And then another chain, and you go back to the corner on the second one and you do another single crochet. And then you have
the first
arch between those 2. And then you go back, you crochet all the way to the other end. You go to the place between number 1 and 2 and you do a single crochet.
Which is a double crochet in the UK, for the UK viewers.
Okay, and you go to the space between number 2 and 3 and you do another single crochet.
Which is a double crochet in the UK, yes.
And then you do a chain stitch.
Yes.
And then you go to the arch or the chains on the first one. And you do a single crochet in that arch. And then you do a chain and you go back to the same place on the second square and you do another single crochet.
And there it is. There's that pretty little arch.
I do
one more time.
1 single crochet again between number 3 and 4, and then I go to the arch. I do 1 single crochet and then 1 chain stitch, and I go to the next arch on the first one and I do another single crochet, and then I do a chain stitch, and I go back to the second one and make another single crochet in the same place.
And where's the double crochet now?
No, there's no double crochet now.
Just in the beginning?
It was just in the beginning, because now I go back just with single crochets and chain stitches.
That makes a lot of
One
sense.
single crochet and 1 chain, because when you make 1 chain and then a single crochet on the other side and 1 more chain, then you made the arch of 3.
Okay. So
then it will look like this.
And if you find this confusing, well, crochet in different languages, especially in 2 different English languages, is very confusing. But don't worry, it's all on our website, it's on our blog.
Written on the website.
We've written
hopefully
it
that's
down,
more clear.
and hopefully it will be clear. And when you look at that, and if you have questions, you could always just go back to the tutorial here and have a look at how Arne was doing it. And I'm sure it will be quite clear in
but
the
then
end.
when we explain it, it sounds very confusing even for me. So I can't tell it without doing it. But it's easy.
Yeah.
When you're first into it, it's easy and it makes a much more It's a much more nicer way of
to joining together
joining
the
this.
granny squares.
So then you just go on like this.
You go on and on and
On and
on
on.
and on. And
Yeah.
if you're wondering, I have heard Arne say that he could actually crochet a whole blanket, not a double blanket, but for a single bed, he could do one in about a week.
The squares, that's no problem. I can do that in a week.
The squares and the crocheting of the
No,
whole
not the
thing.
crocheting.
Oh no, so just the square. Okay, so just the squares, Arne could do in a week. So that's pretty fast, I think.
But it is. It's fast.
Well, so that's the technique, how to join together granny squares doing crochet. I hope you enjoyed this and
Keep on crocheting.
keep on crocheting.